Hey, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto Free an Ancient Being, Part 5. Now, this is Part 5. Part 4 I uploaded about a couple days of me. So yeah, this is Part 5 of this video because I did upload like 10 days. Was it 10 days? 5 days? Somewhere around there. 5 days that I uploaded. Well, What If Naruto was free, free an Ancient Being. But, what's it called? Yeah, this is Part 5. And, what's it called? What was I gonna say also? Yeah. So the reason why I didn't upload this yesterday, even though I rewatched it, was the fact that I was continuing to just watch videos on YouTube. And now it's remembering I had to do another what if. Because I wanted to finish it. But yeah. That I'm just a lazy fuck. But don't worry about it. Am I gonna try to upload another video after this video? Probably. If I can. And if I can't, because I probably forget, you just know that I'm a lazy fuck half the damn time. But yeah, not the point. Let me continue on with this what if. And other than that, no recaps because it has been 1 month because I uploaded this 5 days ago. So yeah. So let's begin. So 8 years has now passed in Darkness Country. Shinkai is now 17. While some other people have aged up after 8 years, even Isuribi, she was like 12, but now she became 18. That's where, well, or was she 12 or was she 11? I don't remember what age I said. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna say that she's 17 instead. But yeah. But she was 11 and then she became 17. But yeah. There's a word. Well, everyone was right now wondering when would the god of trickery come back. Because a lot of people in darkness caused, well, Naruto, Loki, the god of trickery, are also known as the daimyo or the true Yamikage. But yeah, this is where, well, not many people were complaining about Shinkai ruling over, but there was a lot of, well, downplays on that. But yeah, of course, they knew that war would come around the corner because the fact that the 5 great nations are actually thinking to actually attack darkness. Because you see here, 4 of the great nations, except for Mist Village, were kind of their daimyos were killed. Now, their daimyos were killed except for the Yami daimyo being there, and also the rain, the rain daimyo, and also the snow daimyo. Now, when Tsunade tried to contact the snow daimyo or the rain daimyo, they ignored her because, first of all, they didn't really want to do the alliance anymore with her. But yeah. Now, of course, Tsunade could have attacked them any time. It's just their technology is a little bit more advanced than normal, and they are actually under the protection of, well, Iron Country, because they did do an alliance treaty with Iron Country. And, of course, with that, Tsunade can't attack Snow or Rain because of Iron Country, because they have an alliance, well, not an alliance, a treaty with, well, Iron Country. And if they start a war again, Iron Country will be very furious, since Iron Country is one of the strongest, well, not strongest nations, but just very powerful in their samurais, and B, they are mostly the ones who are neutral at the time, but they are powerful. This is where, well, Tsunade isn't trying to do that when, well, they're right now low on money because of the daimyo problem. The daimyo of the new fire daimyo, well, the newest fire daimyo, who's the child of the old one, kind of looked to well, not really help the Fire Nation. The reason why is because he doesn't want to get assassinated by how his father was assassinated. He doesn't know if he should help the Fire Country or should he not. But yeah, of course, where the other daimyos that kind of had kids, well, most of them were female, so of course they couldn't really took over their father's business. So yeah, since yes, back then there was a lot of sexual, but yeah. Of course, well, with that happening, we go into Darkness Country. Darkness Country is still very worried, but most of their ninjas are powerful as hell. Since some of them were at least trained with some of the rogue ninjas, but yeah. But the rogue ninjas are no longer rogue because they're actually Darkness ninjas now. Mostly high Jonin, but yeah, or even near Kage level. This is where, well, Shinkai is right now writing on his paper when he felt a strange energy. He knows that the tree has been growing and growing over the past 18 years, the 8 years that Naruto has went in it. And he knew that the tree has been growing and covering up more land into darkness, meaning that more land that he covered up with the tree more of the other smaller nations have been just go up by darkness country. Now this tree is just having lots of branches and lots of leaves. It covers up basically the sky and the sun and all that. Now the vegetables and fruit that they mostly grow is mostly due to the magic ability thanks to the tree. This tree is basically not the world tree, but just some kind of tree that allows magic to kind of flourish through the lands, through darkness, mostly darkness country. But yeah. Now, of course, mythical beasts started appearing around just multiple, like these creature beasts, just crazy like animals that should have been dead like 1,000 years previous before the Sage's Sixth Path came to be. This is where, well, the creatures don't really attack the darkness, mostly the darkness ninjas, because some of them has magic and some of them don't, but still the creatures don't actually attack, just roam around the darkness lands. The humans decide to just live with the creatures, but yeah. Of course, anyone that tries to trespass, like one time happened this incident that Shinkai remembers, from the fact that a leaf ninja tries to trace into darkness country, and the fact that he had to fight against a creature. This creature that was ripped as fuck. He was like buff. He had the head of like a what's it called, bull. He had long horns and all them other things, but the body of it like a human a little bit. And he had like a giant like this club that has spikes. His name, the creature was called a mason, or not mason, minotaur. Yeah, minotaur. I think it was called minotaur. I think that's what they're called. Of course, a minotaur fucked the human up by just crushing his body into just splat into tomato soup. But yeah, but this is where, well, Shinkai can remember that. But yeah, all the creatures that are right now around darkness are just creatures that are actually helping with darkness ninjas or other things, and yeah, just helping some villagers. And yeah, they really don't attack the humans here because, well, the humans here have actually not truly became fully human. They actually started becoming different beings entirely. The magic, the power, the flourishing of the darkness tree, the giant tree there, has actually been changing the humans bit by bit, making them different from humans in reality. But yeah, this is where, well, something happens. The tree in the middle decides to open up, making a door appear. But of course, this is where the door was open in an instant, and darkness power was flooding through it. This is where, well, not through it, flooding out of the door. This is where, well, the person who walks out was a long man, a very like tall man who had, well, his like muscles being very chiseled, like if they were made out of what's it called, stone. This is where, well, he had long hair that actually covered up his face and kind of went down towards his like what's it called, torso. This is where, well, it went down that long. He had long orange hair. His eyes were bright greenish color. Such a beautiful greenish emberish color. And this is where, well, he then just swiveled his hair up and like, well, mostly left and right. And it just showed his eyes a little bit. But of course, something happens. There is two horns on top of his head. This is where he has two horns on top of his head. Now, of course, he's wearing these kind of like dark black pants. Or not black pants, these white kind of pants that he's wearing. Of course, is where he's kind of wearing also these black kind of shoes. This is where, well, he itched himself to the near of the neck and all that, and just says, it's been a while. 8 long years have passed. But that doesn't matter. I feel much more powerful. Time to sense. That's where he opened his eyes, while his eyes right now glow with this very powerful, like emberish green color, like it lit up. And this is where, well, he sensed everything that happens around this place. He's been inside the tree for 8 years, but now just knowing what's happening outside the tree. This is where, well, he saw so many things happen. Here we got all the news. He says, that's interesting. So, a war is approaching, but with the war approaching, that means Ragnarok is approaching way easier than I thought. I should be the one to start the war in an instant. Light up the fire, light up the Ragnarok, to destroy all these humans, pathetic humans. I wonder what Shinkai is doing. It's where, well, he lands down the ground with one feet like touching the ground before just dissipating in an instant, just disappearing. It's where, well, the tree that had that black door decided to disappear and became just bark again. This is where, well, the person appeared right in front of Shinkai. Shinkai was doing paper, and of course when he looks up, because he feels really tired and all that from his eyes, he just looks up at this man and then says, "Who are you?" That's where he noticed what's called Naruto's like face structure, and like, well, this is Naruto and all that. This is where, well, yeah, I fucked it up, but yeah. This is where, well, Shinkai say, "Who are you?" This is where, well, Naruto says, "Hello there. The name is Loki. The treachery of this god of this world." This is where, well, Shinkai gets up and says, "Loki?" This is where, well, he jumps up and just goes up to, well, Loki and sees that Loki's actually much more taller than him. Loki right now is a height of, well, 6'3". He's pretty damn tall. Of course, he has horns that kind of give him a little bit more inch of being taller, but yeah, not really. But of course, it worked. Well, he then looks at Shinkai. This is where Shinkai says, "Loki, it's been 8 years. And damn, you became taller than me. Son of a bitch." Shinkai is only the height of being, well, 5'9", but yeah. This is where, well, Shinkai says, "Older brother, have you heard about the war?" "Yes, I have. That means Ragnarok is close, very close to starting. About to be starting. But first, before we let this start, I should pay a visit to the gods." This is where, well, what's it called? Shinkai says, "The gods? But I thought the gods die." "No, they're in a different transparent dimension from this world. I should visit them, and I should tell them that nothing will stop me from taking over this world and throwing it into Ragnarok." And this is where, well, Shinkai nodded. He says, "I understand. What about, the whole war thing happening before Ragnarok starts?" "Well, before the human starts with Ragnarok and all that, well, starts to do the war, we should start the war before that." "But what about our army? Are you not confident in our army to destroy them? The creatures that have been born here in darkness, and how big our, well, entire country is. We have taken over, well, the kind of this side of, well, all the smaller nations." So the 5 great nations are basically in the east side, while the darkness country will be in the west side. So of course, where, well, Loki, who's Naruto, says, "Besides, we have finally taken over all of the smaller great nations, except for Iron Country and a couple other countries. But we managed to take all of it from the west side. Now, of course, our army will be big enough, and you can promise on that. You see here, we all annihilate the, what they call, humans pretty easily. Have you not noticed your magic has been increasing over time?" Shinkai says, "Yeah, I have. I haven't been training in a little bit, but I have noticed that my magic has been increasing." "Good, because you're no longer human. You're half human. Well, spending here more time in darkness will make you into a different being instead of being human. You will still have the same kind of look like a human, but your, well, genes have been just changing over time. Over time I've been in the tree, making the tree increase with the magical flow of my power. Of course, making it grow and grow and grow. I have also been, well, the tree has also been kind of flowing energy, magic mostly throughout this land, and also changing the genes of humans. That's why the creatures that are born out of this place don't attack the humans at all." This is where, well, Shinkai said, "I see. You're very smart, my brother." This is where, well, Loki says, "Of course I am. I am one of the smartest beings right now in this place. In this world entirely." "Well, I should be going then, Shinkai." please look out over this village, okay? This is where, well, Shinkai says, I understand. This is where, well, Loki disappears in an instant, flashing away. This is where, well, Shinkai can see the what they call green particle release just falls out to the ground. This is where he says, I see. So that was why all of us have been becoming stronger. This is where, well, we go into a place, mostly another dimension that, well, Loki went towards. This dimension, he then appears right in front of a dragon with yellow, well, mostly golden and silver scales, one milky white eye, and one slick, very red, like a mixture of a bunch of colors together, but still having silver and gold with it. He kind of looks down and says, ah, if it isn't the descendant of Loki, what do you need? This is where he narrows his eyes and then says, ah, your magic has fully increased. That means you have already entered divine energy. This is where, well, Loki says, of course I enter it. It's been 8 years. 8 very long years. But in those 8 years, my power has been increasing over and over time. Meaning that I have already entered God energy. The power of a true God. I am now the God of treachery. Now, I will send this world into Ragnarok, and I would need your help. My alliance dragon, Hakari. Or, what did I call him again? Hakari? I think I call him Hakari. Hakari. This is where, well, Hakari looks at Naruto and says, I see. Well, I would help you. What will you need me to do? Oh, that's easy. We're going to somewhere. Somewhere very annoying to get. But we will get there. So come along. Naruto makes a giant portal and of course Hakari goes through it. This is where the other dragons are actually about to go through it until Naruto makes another portal for them to go through it. Mostly going to Darkness Country, while both Naruto and Hakari decide to go to another dimension. This is where, well, Hakari kind of becomes into a humanoid kind of figure. Somewhat, he still has his dragon skills and all them other things. He kind of looks like the dragon monarch named, well, what's it called? This is where, well, he kind of looks like Antares, but instead of having what's it called longish red hair and his eyes being reddish, one is still milky white, but the other one is still very like brightish with a bunch of colors. Of course, where, well, his hair is long silver and golden hair mixture together. This is where, well, he's walking alongside of Naruto with his dark wings still, mostly not dark wings, mostly his wings are not on his back or even his tail, but he's wearing this armor that's golden and silver. Now, of course, where Naruto, he sees a door right now in front of them. It's where this door is kind of having this divine holy energy in it. This is where, well, until his name is Hakari. Hakari says, so what is this door? This is a door between the gods and us. Now you see here, the gods here have become weaker over time since they haven't been in the human world, since they died over 1,000 years. Meaning that they can't really do much to us that much. The only gods that would be a problem right here would be the Kami, well, a god named Kami, and the god named Shinigami, or not really, because he's only a lesser being than my auntie. This is what, well, the dragon nodded. He knows which one, well, Naruto's talking about, auntie. This is what, well, Naruto right now flicks his hand, well, once he flicks his finger right in front of that door and exploded its hinges off. This is where, well, multiple people looked towards the smoking kind of area. And this is where, well, the smoke kind of dissipates after a while. Man, that was just kind of annoying. This is where, well, behind him is, well, Hakurai, of course. But this is where, well, Naruto walks through it, and of course, all the gods, all the North mythology gods, widened their eyes and said, Loki. This is where Oda says, Loki! This is where Loki, mostly Naruto, kind of grab his pinky and kind of rub it, mostly put it in his, what's it called, ear, and start cleaning out the kind of, well, no, he's trying to get it out of his ear because, well, it's annoying because he screams really loud. This is where, well, Naruto says, Loki, sorry, I'm only a descendant of Loki, but you can call me Loki no matter what. It doesn't matter, since I am the new god of treachery. This is where, well, all the gods were in their eyes. A descendant? Damn it, I thought we'd get rid of them all. This is where they noticed the dragon of destruction behind Naruto. This is where, well, they say, damn it, how the hell did you get out of your prison? Oh, you guys didn't manage to stop me. You were stopping Finro, but you didn't stop me too much. You think I would have been that tricked that easily? I'm not an idiot. Unlike Finro, I'm not an idiot. This is where, well, the gods right now just growl at both Loki, or this Loki descendant, and the dragon of destruction. This is where, well, someone appears right now with this kind of light, like mostly this holy light around him. Around him, kind of. I don't think is Kami a girl or a boy? I don't remember. I think it was a, well, I'm guessing this is how Kami looks like, so it is a girl. So this is how she will actually appear. This is where she will appear with this kind of symbols and all them other things. This is where, well, she then kind of says, so, you are the new god that have appeared. Well, replacing the god of treachery. Please tell me what you're doing here, exactly, god of treachery. This is where Loki laughed and said, oh, what do you think? I'm here to tell you a nice, warm welcome into the show where the humans died. All of them will die thanks to the plan I have for them. Thanks to a plan that didn't actually start alongside with those other gods because they managed to stop it. But this plan will not be stopped. And this plan is the same thing that the gods fear most of the time. This place will now know Ragnarok, and I will be the bringer of Ragnarok, so you won't be able to stop me, goddess of Kami. This is where, well, right now Loki bows down with just this silly kind of friendly went down. He was just being really silly about it. This is where, well, sarcastic mostly. Kami looks at Naruto with this kind of widened eyes. And she does know about Ragnarok because she had talked to the other Norse gods about it. This is where she says, you can't do that. Do you not know what would the humans do? Who cares what the humans would do? They won't be able to stop me at all. This place, this corrupted human place, shall know the new era of the new humans that are actually appearing. Darkness is my homeland, and I shall bring all the people from darkness to know about the demise and the demise is chaos, the control over corrupted humans, killing them all, and those damn gods. We will be the new era of gods. We will destroy the old gods, sending all of them to their fucking domain. Well, mostly not domain, into, well, the end of the abyss of the domain. This is where, well, Kami says, you cannot do that. I won't let you do that. No. This is where, well, Loki says, I knew you were gonna say something like that. That's why I brought someone with me. I managed to connect with him. Thanks to, well, my auntie, Hannah. Wait, Hannah? Yeah, no, I don't remember. Hella, that's her name. This is where, well, someone appears right now having red markings around him. And of course, having some blood on him. But of course, he has purely white, palish skin. And of course, this is where, well, he has two, kind of these two dual blades next to him that he pulled out. And of course, this person has the blades of, well, exile. Or mostly the blades of chaos. If you don't know what the blades of chaos are, let me show you. Now, these are actually the blades of chaos. I mean, they're both the same. It's just this one I actually like it, but yeah. Well, and kind of these more. no, this one right here. It'll be these. But yeah, this where the man is none other than the previous used to be the god of war, or mostly the previous god of war from Greek gods. This is none other than Kratos, and Kratos says, "You gods must die now. I shall be your executor." This is where the gods wind their eyes, even Kami, right now horrified the fact that there is Kratos here. This is where the destruction dragon is laughing right now, just amused with this. This is where, well, Loki's also laughing because he was the one to actually bring him towards this dimension, and he was the one to bring Kratos to get rid of the gods for him, so he will finally start Ragnarok. This world shall know the true meaning of fear and destruction. This is where, well, Kami says, "You can't do this. No, I won't let you." She tries to send a light beam at Kratos, and this is where Kratos just destroys it, saying, "I won't die. You're dead first." This is where Kratos rushes towards Kami. Kami pulls out her sword and tries to clash with Kratos. But this is where, instead of clashing with Kratos, it was none other than Naruto, right now blocking her attack with just this small little kind of dagger that he has. This is where, well, Loki says, "You can't do that. You need the North gods to be gone. Kratos, kill the North gods first." Kratos says, "Fine." He rushes towards the North gods. All the North gods say, "Damn it." This is where Thor appears saying, "I won't die." This is where, well, Kratos and Thor starts fucking clashing. This is where Hakare kind of says, well, if it means the destruction of the gods, then I guess I'll be helping. This is where, well, he sent a giant goldenish and silver fire blast straight to multiple gods, and some of them managed to dodge, but one of them just got blasted in an instant. Just ripped and disappeared. This is where Hercules says, you people are pathetic. It's true that you people have lost power since you haven't been in the human world. Wow, so interesting. This is where, well, the other gods were about to fight Hakurai, but this is where a wolf appears right now, roaring in anger. This is where the wolf has reddish eyes and black fur as the night sky. This is where this is where his eyes are glowing in just this orangey, ferocious color. This is where, well, the wolf rushes towards the other gods. This is where multiple gods wind their eyes and realizing that this is Finral, Hakurai, the dragon of destruction. Finral, mostly the leader of all wolves, the god of all wolves. And also, there's Kratos, who's right now fighting against Thor. And now Kami, the goddess of, well, almost all of chakra, mostly. She is fighting against, well, Loki. And Loki's easily blocking her attacks. This is where he's laughing. This is where, well, every time she tries to attack him, she tried to hit him once, which she managed to cut him into two, but just disappears into illusion. This is where she realized that this is why the god of treachery is the most annoying one to deal with. But yeah, this is where she says, "Damn it, die, why don't you?" This is where Loki appears right in front of her saying, "Do you think I would die too easily? No. Nah." This is where she tries to just cut his head off, which she managed to, but it's only turned into smoke. And so she says, "Damn it, you bastard, fight me for real." This is where, when she turns around, sees the gods right now being easily killed. This is where the Shinigami appears next to Kami. And this is where, well, Kami says, what is it, Shinigami? Do you not see that I'm in something important?" That's where the Shinigami says, "I am sorry, Kami, but I am not under your control. I'm under my goddess, my true goddess. Orders to get rid of you." This is where, well, Kami dodges a swing from what's it called, the little Tonto sword that the Shinigami tries to cut her head off. This is where Kami says, "I created you, bastard." This is where, well, the Shinigami says, "You thought that you created me, but really, in reality, you are nothing but a small peasant towards the true goddess that I worship." This is where, well, the Shinigami, he's right now pretty big and all that. And of course, this is where he kind of like showed his, what's it called, some of his like purplish skin that turned into a portal, or mostly into a door. And of course, this is where this black door opens. Black and greenish door opens. And of course, what walks out was a beautiful woman with palish white skin. Of course, her eyes were covered up. This is where, well, she had horns kind of sticking out of her head. This is where, well, she had lipstick of mostly this greenish lipstick. This is where, well, this is none other than Hela, the goddess of truly death. This is where, well, the North gods widened their eyes when they saw her. Oda says, damn it, one of Loki's other children. This is where, well, Kami says, damn it, that's it. Izanagi, Susanoo. This is where she started summoning out the other gods from the Japanese, region. And this is where, well, she says, I will not lose to, well, you people. This is where, well, they felt like something moved this dimension in an instant. When they look up, it was none other than the world serpent itself. This is where the North gods' faces pales in an instant towards this, well, giant serpent. His name is none other than Jormungandr. This is where all of them just pales at this sight. It is none other than 3 of Loki's children here, and 1 who was a descendant. This is where they all wind their eyes, realizing that Ragnarok is going to come sooner than later if they don't defeat them now. This is where an all-out war appears in the god dimension. This is where, well, the gods have actually been defeated, most of them killed in an instant. Now what remains is the god of heaven, the god of hell, and, well, the death god, who is a Shinigami, isn't pretty much a part of this. So of course, is where, well, Naruto asks Hela and others kind of go to, well, the god of, well, heaven, who is right now, not the god of heaven. The god of heaven was Kami. The god of hell is the next one that he needs to get rid of. And this is, well, Hades. Well, yeah, I think Hades. No, wait, would it be Hades? No, Hades is, no, is there a god of, yeah, Enma. Enma would be the god of hell, if I can remember right. This is where, well, he wasn't mostly summoned towards to help, well, Kami, because he was right now in the demonic world dealing with some problems, like, well, some families, well, mostly some people that were named Lucifer, whatever. This is where he was also dealing with Joshin's bullshit, but yeah. This is where a guy with longish red hair is looking at, well, Enma, the god of, well, hell. This is where Enma had, what's it called? A goldenish crown, long purplish hair somewhat. It was not that long, but it was medium. He had purplish eyes, slick, and having this annoyed look with, well, this person with reddish hair and kind of bluish eyes, somewhat. Wait, you know what? Not bluish eyes. I might just say reddish eyes, whatever. Of course, what, well, Enma says, oh my gosh, like I told you multiple times, I'm not gonna care about these other beings or whatever. Just let me fucking check on the fucking hell list. You deal with your own problems. I'm not here to deal with most of all you human problems, or not human, demonic problems. I'm here to just deal with the count of death and who's going to be sent to what realm of the 9 realms. And yeah. That's where, well, someone appears right in front of both of them. This is a guy with longish orange hair. And of course, this is where, well, it was none other than Naruto, Loki, the god of treachery. This is where, well, Naruto lands down in his 2 feet and bows down towards Enma and the reddish haired dude. This is where the reddish haired dude looks confused while Enma looks at him, narrow his eyes with the god energy around this person. This is where Enma says, who are you exactly? Oh, my name is Loki, the god of treachery. My pleasure, good sir, named Enma. This is where Enma says, huh? The god of treachery. Loki. Didn't he die a while ago? How are you alive anyway in the first place? The red-haired man looks confused, but this is where, well, the person says, who, me? Well, I am, well, looks like, You can call me Loki, of course, but I'm only a descendant of him. You see here, I have already gotten rid of all the gods in the heaven world, in the fifth dimension you would like to call it mostly. Now that is all left is you and the four devil kings. One who's kind of named Lucifer and the others were just, I don't care that much. That's where, well, Enma kind of gets up. Right now pulls out a sword that's right now glowing this purplish energy. And saying, you dare think that you will be able to defeat me? I don't care if you're a descendant of Loki, the god of trickery. You won't survive me. This is where he swings the sword down. But of course, someone blocks it and it breaks through it with both of its blades. This is something that white in his eyes. Enma. This is where the man that he's looking in front is none other than the used to be god of war, also known as the God Killer or God Slayer, the man who he fears the most, and thought that this man disappeared a while ago. But no, it is none other than Kratos. He could never get the soul of this man. But of course, this man is the most terrifying being against any god. This hurt Loki is grinning behind, well, what's it called, Kratos, and looking at Enma with this evilish grin and laughing at him. This is where I must say, damn it. This is where Kratos says, ah! Now, I should mention what happened with Kratos versus Thor. So, instead of like original, what's it called, canon, the God of War, is it 6 or 5? I don't remember. It's mostly the one where he was in Norse mythology and all that. And he did fight against this fat Thor. This is where the Thor in this one isn't fat, but a little bit buff and all that. I just took the inspiration from the fact that he kind of looks like, what's it called, the Marvel god of Thor. And he's a little bit weaker, so yeah. Now, Kratos, he met with Loki through basically Hela, but yeah. Now, Hela didn't actually have his soul, she just knew where he would be at. Now, what's it called? We go into a flashback with that. This is where Loki, he was basically in the spiritual world. He wasn't dead, he was still living, but through the tree with him flowing his energy, he managed to kind of look like he died. But really, he met Hela and the Shinigami. Of course, through that, he met, well, the world serpent named Jormungandr. And of course, through that, he also met Kratos. Now, the different location. Now, Kratos was meditating at that time. Because he just killed the Greek gods. And is right now kind of giving out his sins from the fact that he killed his wife and like child. So of course, where well, he was still saddened with that they're killing the Greek gods. But this is where well, he met Loki, and Loki asked him for his help in getting rid of some of the gods, like well, the North and also the Japanese ones. But yeah, this is where well, Kratos looks up and says, I understand. I would help you. What is your name? This is where Naruto, he said that his name is Loki, a descendant of the Loki god. But he only wants to see, well, the corruption of the human world gone, and only wants to preserve those who believe that peace should be through other means. This is where, well, Kratos didn't have that much to lose and didn't really care. If he has to destroy all the gods just so the human world can surpass the gods and actually live well to control of gods, he did it. This is what, well, Loki, he grins and smiles at, well, Kratos, and Kratos does kind of just nod it. So, of course, that's why Kratos is here right now, punching the shit out of Enma in the face and launching him through walls. This the red-haired man is one of the Devil Kings. Well, they're called Devil Kings, but at the same time, Devil Lords. This is where, well, he looks at what's it called? Well, the boy that's right now in front of him. He looks to be the similar age of his kind of sister. This is where, well, the Devil King named kind of, well, his name is Lucifer, but it's not really Lucifer, but yeah. This is where, well, he looks at, well, what's it called? The boy. He kind of tried to propose a deal with, well, Loki. He knows that, well, the devil kings, well, devil lords aren't as powerful as, well, the gods, and even not that powerful as the god of, well, what's it called? The god of Enma. And he proposed that if you get rid of Enma, then we will make an alliance about helping you get rid of whatever you need. This is where Loki thinks about it and says, what's the condition? This is where, well, the man tries to propose a marriage between Loki and his sister. This is where Loki thinks about it and says, nah, I don't really date that many people. And I really don't care. Meh. This is where, well, the man then just says, okay, how about this? He's trying to sweat now because he realized that plan fucking failed. Because he thought it might work. And this is where Loki then says, how old is your sister? This is where he says, huh? 18, why? What if I say that I was 20? Would you still agree to this marriage proposal? This is where, well, the man looks, he like sweat drops and kinda says no. At the same time, he wanted to say yes because, well, he didn't say no, he said yes. And this is where Loki looks at him disgusted. Even devils like you are still disgusting. I'm not 20, I should mention, but I was only seen to test how corrupted you are. You are disgusting. I should probably just take your sister because she shouldn't be living with disgusting people like you. That's where, well, the man says, that's it, you're dead. This is where he tries to attack Loki. While Loki pulls out a dagger again. Now this dagger is kind of this greenish kind of blade. This is where the dagger stabs through the man through the heart. Damn it. Ugh. He died in an instant. Loki says, well, Hagere, Finro, Hela, and also, well, I can't bring him along. Please get rid of the other 3 devil lords. And then we should get rid of the devil army. If I get rid of them, then they won't be a problem when I start Ragnarok in the human world. And so where we go into about 2 days later, and of course everything is right now burning in the, well, hell world. But of course, even though it's already burning, it was right now covered with these greenish flames, thanks to the marking of, well, Loki. Now, Naruto can use these greenish flames, but yeah. This is where, well, he's right now standing next to a girl with kind of reddish hair and very bluish eyes. This is where, well, she was kind of shocked to believe that, well, this person was the one to kill her brother. Now, of course, there was other things that were happening that, well, Naruto didn't really want to deal with. So, of course, he just destroyed some of the, well, demonic families that were in, well, the kind of underworld. He didn't really want to be the ruler or anything after, well, Kratos killing, well, Enma. But, of course, where, well, half of the god weapons and also kind of demonic weapons and other things were kind of given towards Loki if they wouldn't die. But of course, the demonic families and blah 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 and all them other things, Loki didn't really want to deal with their shit, so of course he ignored them and let them live for now. If they become a problem in the near future, he would exterminate them all. This is where, well, he leaves Kratos in charge of the entrance of, well, hell. But yeah, this is where, well, not entrance of hell, mostly the, what's it called, exit of hell, just so the demonic people wouldn't get out, the demonic people and all that. This is where, well, the girl with reddish, longish hair, kind of widened her eyes. She kind of hated Loki from the fact that her family and her brother were killed, but at the same time were kind of grateful. She didn't know how to feel, but yeah. This is where Loki didn't really care and just walked away. He kind of felt that she was kind of manipulated a little bit. Well, manipulator, whatever, bullshit. Loki didn't care and decided to walk away with his family. Like Hela, Finro, and he does see the dragon destruction, mostly the dragon destruction, as family also. Since he did know about Loki's existence. Now we go into the human world. And this is where, well, the four great nations are right now thinking of attacking, well, the darkness country, because they realized how darkness has become bigger and bigger, into the tree has become longer. Even fire juices were not able to even damage a little bit of the tree, other than creatures coming out and slaughtering their ninjas. So this is where they all try to align together. The Leaf Village didn't want to alliance, but realized that it would be a good idea to betray them later, but whatever. So of course, it was kind of this weird temporary alliance, but everyone thought of betraying each other. So it was Leaf, Stone, what's it called? Yeah, Leaf, Stone, Cloud, and even Sand together, but yeah. This is where the Akatsu's were thinking to attack during this war, but the one village that doesn't really want to attack and doesn't really care about this whole fucking war is the Mist Village. And, well, the Mizukage is none other than Mei. This is where, well, something happens. A portal appears in front of the four, well, Kage. This portal appears with this man with longish orange hair, of course, greenish eyes. And of course, this is where this man looks at all of the four great nations. And this is where Obito was about to appear, but this is where he was shocked to see this man. This is where no one knows who this man is, but this is where the man says, "I will now start war. Darkness has declared war on all of you. The whole world will now feel the pain, the true power of Ragnarok. We have already devoured the sun and moon. You people are nothing but just leftover food in a party. Now be gone." This is where, well, Loki makes his greenish flames to try to burn them all while all of them jumps away. And this is where, well, Loki kind of grins and just says, "Bye, you losers." This is where Loki dissipates into just dust in mid-air. This is where all of them wind their eyes. Darkness have already declared war on all of them. This is where, well, Obito was confused, but he got back to, well, the Akatsu's. And when the Akatsu's were thinking to kind of attack the, well, like 9 different Bijus, a reporter managed to get towards them, and this is where this reporter has got it like a letter towards them saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 has all been in darkness, meaning that all of them are under darkness protection, and they will not leave darkness unless the Akatsu's want to attack them. And that means all of the Bijus are free out of their Jinchurikis. Yes, even the Nine-Tails, which Naruto did free him out before being in the tree and all that, but yeah. And also, yes, that means the other Bijus were captured 8 years ago, like during those 8 years. Even the Eight-Tails, which was called, well, the Raikage didn't know about this, but yeah. Because he thought the Akatsu's were going to attack later, but yeah. But of course, all the Bijus are right now freed in the, what's it called, Darkness Country. Right now protected by some of the ninjas, and also, well, kind of, well, not protected. We'll see, they're just roaming around, but yeah. If the war started, which they know the war is starting, they're just going to not be hiding most of the time. They will kill some of the humans because they are pissed still, but yeah. But this is where, well, for right now, I will now leave it off here for part 5 of this What If. What if Naruto freed the ancient being? Part 5. This is close to the end, which part 6 will be the end, and I will probably end it off tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, bye bye, potato, potato, and, well, potato night, potato seed, potato, potato, and good night. Bye bye.